And of course, I was caught smacking and enjoying my favorite beverage. And I thought about something. Yes, coffee is my favorite beverage, but on this new journey that I'm on, I've been really encouraged to change some things. I have a friend that drinks a lot of coffee, far more coffee than should be consumed by one human being. And I know that many times other beverages will take the place of water, and there's nothing better for the human body than water. So, at least once every other month, I treat myself to some really what I would call expensive bottled water. And I like to put it in the freezer. I refill, I drink them. I refill them and I use the same bottles over and over. And right now I have a collection. And when I refill them, I don't fill them all the way up. I, fill them part of the way and I put it in the freezer so that I can get some ice in it. Now, in my journey, one of the things I've been told is that I can't have a lot of fruit. But the type of fruit that I can have is berries and melons. So, what I've started doing is when I get some berries, because sometimes you get berries and you eat a few of them, you have a dish or two, and then you got leftover berries, and you really don't have the taste for berries, again for a while. So, what I do is wash my berries, and these are blueberries. I wash my berries and put them in uh, plastic bag, which I reuse these too. And I try to make sure that I have one of the fancy bottles that has the big, a bigger opening, in the top of the bottle. And then when I'm sitting down, not doing too much, I put me some berries in there. Now, um, it depends on how I'm feeling that day as to how many berries I have and how many empty water bottles I have as to how many I put in. But I put a fair amount. Let's just say that. Usually, I put in maybe an inch or two of berries. And then I may freeze at that point, I might freeze them, depending on what kind of mood I'm in. Now, on some lucky occasions, maybe I fill up all my bottles. I got them with, berries in the bottom. And um, I'll just have whatever berries there are. Now, of course, strawberries are berries as well. And so I use them sometimes to whatever berries that I find in the market. So the other thing that I have or obtain or sometimes get my hands on is melons. And like most people who live way, deep in the deep south, my favorite melon is watermelon. So I try to get some and put them small and put them in my water bottle. And I cut them up. And usually, yes, I play the game. One for me, one for the water bottle. One for me, one for the water bottle. until I get enough. And I have to tell you this. It was so funny. This was before COVID. Um, I had done this, and I was in a waiting room somewhere, and I took out my water bottle that was, it was defrosting and it was looking all wonderfully delicious. And this 3-year-old, maybe he might have been 4, but I think he was more like 3 years old. He said, he walked by me and he said, "Fruit." And so, yes, that's my fruit water. I don't buy expensive fruit water. I recycle my water bottles, and it doesn't have to be this brand. This is really pretty, I think. But anyone that has a big top, when you get ready to treat yourself to water, and has the big top. And whenever I'm out, I have a frozen water bottle with me. Um, I put it in I have like bath towels that they get a hole in them or something like that, and I cut them up, and they becomes my water bottle cozy. Sometimes I put a rubber band on it, and that's how I, carry my water. And when it's all said and done, I have not only a refreshing drink, but uh, it's very attractive, and I'm more likely to drink it all because I have something exciting in there, to you know uh, encourage me along the way. And of course, before it's all over with, I would fill my bottle up and put it in the freezer. And I have a series of them. I think these come in a 4-pack or something like that. I don't know. And these might come in a 6-pack, so I save them. Now, let me tell you something else I do with those water bottles, especially if I really, really like you. And maybe I've made a dish or something and I froze it now for COVID. Well, the water bottle, I'll put it in the dishwasher and sanitize it, then freeze it with just water in it, not none of my delicious delicious fruit. But I'll put it in there, and then I use especially the ones that are not real attractive, that don't have the big opening. I'll take them and freeze them, and I use that for ice. Um, that way, I can have stuff. Let's say that I go to the store and I try to make everything. I go to the drugstore and get my medicine, and the grocery store to get my food the same day. Um, and I just try to make my rounds. And so I have my frozen waters, which become ice that don't melt all, and make a mess. Plus, you don't have to buy ice or have your refrigerator full of ice cube trays, which is a problem for me because my refrigerator freezer is not very big. It's really a big portion of it is taken up by an ice maker that doesn't work. Anyway, I digress. This is my tip for the day. And next time we talk a bit, we're going to talk about healthy snacks that you don't have to bake or go through a whole lot of rah rah to have on hand so that you're not headed for candy and potato chips. All right. You be blessed and make sure that you pass on any suggestions to others and continue to make every conversation useful.